Weapons. I've been late to review this movie, but hey, we got to talk about this movie. We got to talk about Weapons. Weapons is a 2025 American mystery horror film. This film follows the plot of a seemingly explicable case of 17 children from the same classroom who mysteriously ran away on the same night at the same time, while parents, teachers, and law enforcement is questioning and investigating the vanishing event. A community is left with only one teacher to blame, leading to unanswered suspicions. I normally review like low key like indie films, like movies that needs to be spoken about. And I can't really say I'm doing a damn good job because like my channel, I mean, it's getting noticed. Like every time I do like a review, it's getting more than 20 views now, so that's a good relief. But the reason why I decided to review Weapons is because this is a film that hit me off guard. When it comes to horror films that is Americanized from Hollywood, they suck. I was. There's no other way to say it. I mean, this is an era where only way of horror movies be good that's in America is if it's based on real events. But look, even Conjuring is beginning to fall flat on its ass. So Weapons is like a film that did good with the teasers. Too good. Because they showed too much. So I had my doubts. But Weapons has won me over. This is a film that really was pulling a risk when it comes to the choreography and when it comes to the story, because I have not seen a movie that has made any risky decisions like this when it comes to all aspects. The story, the casting of the characters, the payoff, the ending, all that stuff. And they did a damn good job. It's not a perfect film, but this is a movie that really has won me over to the point where I've watched this numerous times just to see if there's anything that was wrong with it. And I end up liking it even more and more. It's one of those movies that you cannot watch once and understand it fully. These are one of these films that has like those type of Jordan Peele and M. Night Shyamalan suspense ratios where you have to keep watching it so you can further understand the narrative. Yeah, Weapons is that damn good. The movie picks up in a very fair pace, and it has to be that way because the way how this movie is portrayed by these students being missing, it cannot be focused on one character. They want to be focused on a few characters that is going to carry the whole synopsis in the film in one line set so you can fully understand the narrative, how these kids end up being missing, how these kids was being raised, who was in charge of the whole, of everything being falling in place, and who was being taken the blame for it, and if this person was being worth being taken the blame. And I'm at to say the casting of this film this is the risk that I'm about to mention. Because I'm gonna have to tell you right now, Julia Gardner, the most powerful performance I've ever seen her do was Ozark, as her playing as Ruth. And I know she did other projects. Fantastic Four doesn't count. But like films that Lily like was iconic, where she had to literally act her ass off when it comes to her being on a tense level, her like Lily being on a ground level of just things being at stake. And I'm gonna have to say, her playing as this character, this teacher, Miss Candy, that everybody is literally blaming for all these kids' disappearance because they was all in her classroom and every other classroom's like students was fine. She played as this character that literally had a chip on her shoulder, but she was literally on a counterbalance of just keeping her sanity up because she is having us set to believe that she had nothing to do with it. And a lot of characters is like this on this film, where we are not just focused on her, but there are characters on this film that we have to pay attention to, that have their kids missing, so we can see what their play is on this project. And this is what I like, because I like characters that are kind of damaged, but in a relatable sense, for us to see how they're going to be under pressure. Like Josh Brolin, he played as one of the kids' fathers that is missing. And I like his damaged side. I like the stuff that he does behind the scenes. And he still plays off as his character that is still trying to do good, even though he is really on edge. And I need a character like this, because by Julia Gardner doing a damn good job as a teacher, that's Lily on the counterbalance of Lily just trying to keep her mindset and just trying to keep things in balance and keep things in check. There are some times that she fucks up too, and I'm like, damn, like, come on, like, I'm trying to root for you and you're doing fucked up things behind the scenes. That's Lily Josh Brolin's character, but it's Lily showing you the realistic activities of these characters. Even though they're kind of damaged, even though they're kind of fucked up, even though they're kind of twisted, and even though they're kind of hypocrites, how are they when it comes to the story itself? Are they really distrustworthy of us looking at them as characters that we should be rooting for? And I like that. I like that a lot. And these are not the only characters that we are going to be looking into this project when it comes to us believing how we're going to look at the whole choreography set piece. But Josh Brolin kind of did throw me off guard, because I don't know any other, I know a lot of films that he has played on, but this is the first horror film that I see him play in. And even his father was in Amityville. He was in the Amityville horror movie, and that was an okay movie. I've seen it, and I'm like, okay, I don't see why all the hype went. It was an okay film. I don't think it deserved a remake, but I thought it was an okay movie. So it's probably following his father's footsteps. But the difference is, I liked this movie way better. After we get enough pacing with these characters, this is when the film begins to give us the pieces of the puzzle, and we begin to put them all together as this whole story unfolds. And this is where the tension builds up. And as we begin to know more characters in this project, we begin to get introduced with how things are when it comes to how these kids get kidnapped. And I'm gonna have to tell you, it fucked me up. It fucked me up in a way where it was like, I kind of saw it coming, but I didn't expect it to be like this. I didn't expect it to be this, I expected it to get played out this way. And I'm pretty sure everybody that has seen Weapons for the first time would actually would say this, because the way how they show this in the trailer and the way how you look at it, it's like, you know what, these kids probably was missing because of this way, but not executed in the way we would think about. So that was good when it comes to the unprediction scale. How are the scares? The scares was good. Not great, but good. And the reason I'm saying not great is because these scares was mostly jump scares. These was mostly scares that anybody could be afraid of. So I can't say that it was well done, but it was scares, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like jump scares, So there was some tension, but not to the point where I felt uncomfortable. There was some build up, but not to the point where like I really felt an intense level. Only time I felt tense and when I really felt the build up paid off is when I was beginning to see how these characters was when it came to the motivations being on a balance of them doing right from wrong. But what really got me on the hinges of this movie being very, very good was just the mixtures of the horror, the mixtures of the tension, the mixtures of the build-up, and above all, the mixtures of the payoff. Yeah, this movie is going to give you a lot of feels such as Black Phone. It gave me a lot of feels of Black Phone, Paranormal Activity, even Ju-on, like the Korean Japanese horror film. It even gave me feels of that. So good, so big kudos to Zach Greger for mixing all these up and making it you know, be executed in a way where I didn't even see like approaching a mile away. The ending was even good too. It was and I'm not saying good in a way where like I was satisfied. It was good in a way where it was kind of funny. I was like, holy shit, and I watched it and I'm like, oh wow, like this, like it was like a 180, a good twist, and above all, just the way how things just like unfolded, and I'm like, what in the world is really going on? Like the table's really turned and it's not looking good for this person. I'm like, oh my god, like that was very good, man. One thing that that really threw me away from this film though, like this is what I did not like, was the fact that I'm gonna go ahead and say it. When it comes to American horror films, they are good at spoiling things in the trailer. This is what I mean. You know, when I seen Benedict Wong on this movie, I just wanted to know when he was gonna die. That's literally what, like, because the trailer spoiled it. Like, he would have been easily the most scariest thing on this film if y'all didn't fucking spoil it. And y'all knew y'all had a gem. Y'all just decided to shoot y'all load in the fucking trailer. I hate it when they do shit like this. Can you just think about this? The reason why that scene on this is just my opinion. His scene when he acted like this, when he ended up being possessed, that was the least scariest part for me, because I already knew it was gonna come. I knew it was gonna happen. They should have just showed the kids being missing. They should have just showed like the build up in certain little scenes. Especially the scenes where, you know, some crackhead was, you know, in the woods, and like they should have just built that. There's a lot of build up they should have showed. They shouldn't have showed that scene with Benedict. That was a complete waste of potential, dude. That was a complete waste. That's like showing Iron Man's death on, you know, on Endgame's trailer when he snaps his fingers. That's literally how. Oh wow, Benedict Wong was on the Marvel movies. It's Hollywood, baby. Overall, it's hard for me to tell you to not watch the trailer, because I showed some scenes of the trailer on, you know, to show the, you know, I had to show scenes of footages for me to do this review. But hey, like this movie is a good watch. You guys should check it out. And let me know what y'all think in the comments. Weapons is a movie that you should not miss out on. I'm gonna have to give Weapons an A-. A lot of people gave it a perfect score because it was a risky movie when it came to a lot of stuff that they have executed. But I'm sorry. When you spoil things in trailers, it takes a lot from me. And I'm actually showing mercy. I was gonna give this a B-. But no, I think I'll show it some mercy. Well, look at that. That's all I have to say for today. Please stay tuned for my upcoming reviews and videos headed your way. Oh, there's my review. This is your Critic teacher, and hope you all have a good day.